What's up guys? Today it's Apple versus Apple. I bring you a head-to-head smartwatch comparison between the Apple Watch Series 7 versus the new Apple Watch Series 9. Now I'll put the full specs on the screen so you can pause the video if you want to study the specs or let the games begin. Now if you are thinking of upgrading, in this video I will show you the main differences between these smartwatches to help you make your decision. Going forward, I will be referring to these watches as Series 7 and Series 9. Now, if I didn't tell you which one is Series 7, Series 9, I think it would be hard to tell them apart, especially if you weren't familiar with the range of colors available for the Series 9. So physically, yeah, they look exactly the same. Let's start off with the prices. The Series 7 has dropped in price, and you can probably pick one of these up from eBay or Amazon for around £250 or even less. The Series 9 has just literally launched at its usual launch price of £399. And just to make things clear, these are both 41mm Apple Watches. Now let's compare the build quality. Both of these Apple Watches are aluminium versions with the Ion X front glass and feature water resistance up to 50 meters. But there is actually no official mention of an IP rating. And in the small print on the Apple site, it actually says water resistance is not a permanent condition and can diminish over time. Next up, screen quality. Both watches have exactly the same 1.69-inch LTPO OLED displays with the same resolution, that's 352 by 430. Both also support always-on displays. Now the Series 7 will give you a maximum 1000 nits of peak brightness, and the Series 9 screen is slightly upgraded to give you 2000 nits of peak brightness. So next up, the dimensions and weight. The Series 7 is 41mm by 38mm, and it's 10.4mm in thickness and weighs 56.8 grams with the straps on. Now in comparison, Series 9 is also 41mm by 38mm. It's 10.78mm thick and it weighs 56.8 grams with the straps on. So same dimensions, same weight, but the Series 9 is supposed to be slightly thicker. So 10.4mm versus 10.78mm, and it's hardly noticeable. They do look and feel exactly the same size. Now on the wrist, both smartwatches look and feel very comfortable. They look pretty good too. And in case you're wondering, I have a wrist circumference of 7 inches. And for my wrist, I really do prefer the 41mm model. The 45mm model is just too big for my wrist. So when I buy an Apple Watch, it's always going to be the 41mm model, which is absolutely perfect for my wrist size. Furthermore, both watches have 2 buttons on the side. Both watches feature a scrollable crown button, and every time you turn the crown you do feel some slight haptic, and it does feel quite good. And they both have a secondary flat button, and you can also see both watches have their microphone holes in between the buttons, and on the right they both have their loud speaker. And if we compare the bottom of the watches, we have our health sensors. So both smartwatches support multiple health sensors such as optical heart rate, SpO2, temperature sensor, and the ability to monitor sleep and stress. You also have a whole bunch of other sensors built into both of these watches. So you've got an always-on altimeter, fall detection, we've got a gyroscope, accelerometer, and ECG. Additionally, the Series 9 also features crash detection and can also track women's health using the temperature sensor. Physically, you can see the sensors look exactly the same. And if we talk about chargers, we have exactly the same fast chargers, so Type-C to magnetic wireless charging pads, and they both charge up pretty quick. The Series 9 comes with a slightly better quality braided cable. Now battery life is always 18 hours. It means your Apple Watch may not even last 24 hours if you're a heavy user. And the way that I've been personally using my Apple Watches means that I definitely should not forget to charge it every morning, otherwise I will have a dead watch at work. Thankfully, it only takes 45 minutes to get you from 0 to 100%. Now let's talk about the wrist straps. Now, as most of you guys will already know, Apple Watches are available in many different options for wrist straps, but I always go for the standard silicone strap as it's water resistant and comfortable on the wrist. So nothing much to say here, both sports bands, silicone material, easy and comfy on the wrist, and I actually selected the small to medium size band, which is perfect for my wrist. So that was the physical differences. Now let's talk about the specs. Both watches are powered by an Apple 64-bit chipset. The Series 7 is powered by the Apple S7 dual-core, and the Series 9 is powered by the new Apple S9 dual-core. Both watches have the same 1 GB of RAM and 32 GB of internal storage. Furthermore, both smartwatches feature a multi-satellite GPS, both have built-in 5 GHz Wi-Fi, and they both feature Bluetooth 5.3, and you have your usual NFC for Apple payments. If we talk about the system OS, obviously both running the same latest version of watchOS, which is currently version 10.0.2. And of course, you also get your Siri voice assistant in both watches. Now, if we talk about compatibility, Apple Watches have only ever worked with iOS devices, so no compromise there. Apple Watch only for iPhones. So that was the physical and specs compared, but realistically, which watch is better for you? And again, this is how they look on my wrist. So again, both are 41mm aluminium models, and they are basically perfect for my wrist size. They don't feel too small, and the screen is still pretty generously large at 1.69 inches. Both feel comfortable and light on my wrist, so the design is not going to make you want to upgrade, as it's exactly the same watch, same design. The benefits of the Series 9 over the Series 7 are new processor, an apparently brighter 2000 nits display, temperature sensor tracks female health, double tap hand gestures, and crash detection, which I hope you guys never have to use. That is pretty much all the new features. Now, considering the Series 7 offers the same health features and is running the latest version 10 of watchOS, I think the new chipset and brighter display is really not a reason to upgrade from Series 7. If you have anything older than the Series 7, then yes, upgrading would be then quite beneficial. With all the new features and hardware, it would be worth updating to the latest if you have an older Apple Watch. If this is potentially your first smartwatch for your iPhone, then yes, Apple Watch takes full advantage of the iPhone features and will offer you the best experience. So after watching this video, let me know, are you upgrading or are you keeping what you've got? Do let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and sub, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.